July 2025 will go down in Mishima player history. Why is that? Well, in 2024, last year, Qudan's, the legendary Devil Jin main, who's been a top player since Tekken 5, dropped the character. Devil Jin was already a bit nerfed in the end of Tekken 7, but coming into Tekken 8, he lost most of his poking ability, becoming a high-risk, high-reward casino character built around his launching Hell Sweep and his new Morning Crow fly stance. Qudan's tried to stay loyal, but couldn't find success in tournaments. Fast forward to now, July 2025, and he is in the grand final of the Soup Tekken League. I'm about to show the bracket and explain the format, so if you wanted to watch the STL finals, you now know one of the players in the grand final. I'm going to show the bracket now, so click away if you're afraid of spoilers, but odds are you're here, and I'm on your second monitor, or you're cooking or something, you're doing your dishes, and you just want to hear me yap and see some Tekken in the background. So let's check it out. STL Season 1 Finals. How this tournament works is there's a weekly online bracket. If you make the grand finals, so top 2 of those weeklies, you qualify for the season finals. This is the Season 1 final for 2025. There was a whole group stage before this. The reason why you don't see like Knee's name in this top 8, for example, is because he didn't make it out of the group stage. Okay, so these 8 players are who are here now. They run a simple double elimination bracket. And at the end, we have Qudan's. Now, you'll see here that Qudan's put Momo-Dog in losers, put Rangchu in losers, and 3-0 John Ding. This was all with Heihachi. He didn't pull out the Devil Jin until the grand final, where he met Breadman. Breadman with an impressive losers run, eliminating Momo-Dog, eliminating Pina, and eliminating Rangchu. And John Ding! So he fights his way through the losers bracket to meet Qudan's. And Breadman, if you don't know, is probably the most prominent Leroy player in the world. Prior to that, it was Dustiel, who is no longer with us. He was a European Leroy player. Both of these guys kind of pioneered Leroy for the rest of the world to follow because he's a lesser played character. So I'm about to yap about what makes Qudan's Devil Jin so effective. So if you don't care about this, feel free to skip to the timestamp below. But I think this is really interesting, especially for Devil Jin players. So Qudan's is willing to use back 1 plus 2. That's a big downward claw swipe. Looks like Law's Dragon Hammer. Plus 3 on block mixes well with the low claw swipe, down back 2. Because he has these 2 similar speed moves, best thing you can do maybe is sidestep. He tracks you with Laser Scraper. Back forward 2. 3-hit string, tracks both ways. Clips your sidesteps, threatens a power mid mixed with the power low. So you might just consider blocking, right? Because if you try to jab and try to play like more small movement or pokes, Qudan's is famous for going under jabs with an electric, right? A signature Mishima move. You respect his buttons, right? Then he plays the Hell Sweep mix once you're sitting still. Launching low or launching mid, kind of like Anna Williams. And the key part that brings it all together is that Season 2 buffed HP. You have 20 more HP, and when you're in heat, all the damage you take is gray health. What this means is Devil Jin can survive 1 to 2 more blocked Hell Sweeps, right? So you'll see Qudan's, he'll go for the Morning Crow, the fly 1+2 throw, the high grab. If it gets ducked and he gets launched, he'll do it again. If his Hell Sweep gets blocked, he'll do it again. He's even willing to risk the backswing dive kick where Devil Jin jumps way back and dive kicks you. It's launch punishable if it's blocked, but you have more HP to play with. So Devil Jin really thrives when he's willing to mix you over and over. And even if you block a Hell Sweep and punish him, he just lands one, activates heat, and he's back in the game. Your HP is basically equal. Then you might want to consider stopping his mix-up, right? Playing like more pokes, more jabs. Again, the electric can go under the jab, and Devil Jin can fish for counter hits with down forward 2 or back 4, steel pedal. Watch how it all comes together now against Breadman in this grand final. If you skipped here from the timestamp, you missed a great explanation, but that's fine. Maybe you just want to watch some Tekken and hear me yap about it. Let's check it out. First match, here we go. Down back 2, immediately back 1+2, the key tracking or the key power moves I was talking about, and then immediately double wave dash into Hell Sweep. So the combo might not do too much. Devil Jin's combos were buffed a bit, but that's not the point. He's threatening the low. He threatens the unblockable high. So now Breadman has to fight back a little bit, not a lot of gray to heal, and he tracks his sidestep again with Laser Scraper. Pay attention to how Qudan's is choosing to place his attacks. Breadman is poking back, and he's equalized the life bars. Back swing dive kick. While standing 2 attempted, it gets blocked. He's not deterred. He just goes for the low hell sweep mix immediately, and with the heat one is stronger. Down 4 to kill. Now, off a heat engage, Devil Jin is one of the strongest mix-ups available because you can crouch during a heat engage now, which means he can go for a hell sweep or a while standing 2 immediately with no reaction possible. That was a counter hit back 4 steel pedal. The combo drops a bit odd. While standing 4-4. Nice little whiff punish there. Running the power mid again, back 1+2, back 1+2, laser scraper when Breadman tries to step off the wall. And with these big moves, Leroy can't really get in, right? Or he can't afford to just keep blocking. And if he does try to get in, Qudan has a chance again to place the electric, the down forward 2, the steel pedal. And because Breadman just got a counter hit, he's more likely to sit still and look for a better opportunity. Combo goes a bit long. Life bars again equal, but Qudan's now activates heat. And the Hell Sweep mix is live. Morning Crow 1 plus frames while standing 2 is blocked. Hell Sweep is blocked. Now this is the point where most Mishima mains would get a bit discouraged. Oh, he's blocking my Hell Sweep, he's blocking my mid. Notice how Qudan stays ambiguous and stays persistent. Playing the back 4, he's cycling between the counter hit buttons, right? Fishing for the counter hits and playing the wave dash mix. He's mashing a lot though and is getting blown up. Half HP down, Breadman gets heat. And Qudan does not have a lot of HP. This round looks basically over, but pay attention to the Season 2 gameplay. He lands an up 1 into Morning Crow 2-2 heat engage while standing 2. Breadman blocks again, but misses the punish. Orbital out of the Hermit stance, and Qudan should be dead. Breadman, after this incredible losers run, looking to take the lead in the set against Qudan's. Small whiff, but he wasn't ready to whiff punish. He ducked the jab. Breadman parried, but didn't follow up. That was a quick interaction. Look at that real quick. This was tight. Breadman goes for a poke. Qudan's ducks the second hit. He gets punch parried, but neither player commits after. I'm lying. Qudan's goes low right after. Morning Crow right outside of range, and Breadman parries. Laser scraper to stop the sidesteps. Down 3, a small poke. He doesn't need that much damage with it, but any small damage starts to encourage the opponent to interact. And even though down 3 alone doesn't do a lot, he can't afford to sit there and take down 3s forever, and that will lead to other opportunities. Small little float combo with the while standing forward. This time the laser connects. Heat burst. Spike, saving the rest of his heat, doesn't want to spend the engage right away, or the heat dash right away. Now he has a bit of heat advantage. Can he use it? There's a mix-up coming. He goes for the homing 2-2 out of Morning Crow. Up 1 spacing trap after the electric. Pay attention to that. Electric, spaced out, the jab whiffs. Up 1. Now Breadman is in an ugly situation. Goes for the homing safe mid. Breadman pushing his way out of the wall. Qudan's playing it slow. Missed whiff punish. Down back 2 out of range. Whiff punish by Breadman. Dive kick connects. Forward, forward, forward. And then he backdashes to safety. Small little robbery attempts. As soon as Breadman feels a bit comfortable, the dive kick is in the way. And again, Devil Jin is creating all these hesitation moments with the counter hits, with the dive kick. He also has a power crush, right? All of these hesitation moments open you up to the Hell Sweep mix. But you can't start any of that pressure or have any of that other pressure add up unless you show you're willing to Hell Sweep. And again, with the HP buff from Season 2, you can afford to Hell Sweep more. And Qudan's is being really effective at using this. He's a bit down in this round. Back forward 2-3. The guard, or the unblockable high. Again, launch punishable if he gets ducked, but he rips it twice regardless. He could have lost the round both times there. And then this interrupt is crazy. Breadman, tired of sitting still for too long, right? Because he eats the unblockable high. Eats another unblockable high, right? Plus frames off the up 1. Now he does a get up kick, right? Get up 3 plus 7. So you would think Qudan's would block because he's at super disadvantage. So Breadman goes for a slow approach and gets jabbed out of it. Qudan's really on point, attacking the guard with the unblockable move twice, reading that Breadman is going to get antsy and going to want to fight back. So he challenges, because Breadman needs a big mix-up, right, to make that comeback. Qudan's goes for a ridiculous mash that you would think no pro player, no Korean pro player would mash there. But that's what makes it so good. Electric on a bit of a delay, catching the sidestep left. And Mishima players, if your Hell Sweep mixes keep getting blocked, run the electric, run the counter hit buttons, run your own jab. That's what they're for. Successful Hell Sweep. Qudan's finish is 1-1-2, just like a little vibe check. Are you a little antsy to retaliate? No, Breadman stayed calm, found the launch punish. breaks the floor. And this combo, Qudan's is paying for that 1-1-2. But again, taking that risk, keeping your opponent on edge, staying unpredictable is really important. Laser Scraper, the second hit tracks, Breadman gets a launching punch parry. When you heat dash, you get 2 extra combo hits. That's why these heat dash combos last so long. Found the corner of the floor break there. I didn't even see that. Oh, that was good. Sidestep 3+4, went over the hell sweep. Qudan's trying to make a comeback, but can't do it. Look at this interaction. This was cool. After the floor break, he does sidestep 3+4 over... I don't know if it was over the hell sweep, but it definitely counter hit. It looked like it jumped over, right? If you are a Leroy player in the comments, let me know if that reliably jumps over lows, because it looked like it to me. All right, now Qudan's wave dashing in, recognizing he has initiative, right? He's been playing the 1-1-2. He caught him mashing earlier, so he's running the aggression. Sidewalking to push towards the floor break, possibly, but an orbital catches him. Breadman waiting for the perfect moment to retaliate. Again, you don't see Breadman poking as much or jabbing, and I believe the reason is because Qudan's, again, has the expert electric that can be placed to go under jabs intentionally. He's been doing it for decades. Wave dash from a distance and up 1. So now Devil Jin isn't just getting in with Demon Paw or wave dash. He's also throwing the up 1 chain from a distance. Double back 1+2 catches Breadman ducking because again, down back 2 is the same speed as back 1+2. Run up low parry could have been a wave dash attempt, but we'll take it regardless. Heaven's Gate. No floor explosion here. Wave dashing in, finds a hell sweep. Not a lot of damage. But the threat, he's established the threat. Delayed hop kick too late. Breadman had the right idea for a huge punish, but was just too slow. Up 1, clipping the approach. A crucial Devil Jin move now. And now the heat hell sweep. Much more damage reward. Charges up. The tracking got nerfed. He tries to dive kick. Gets clipped out of the air. Anti-aired by Leroy's kick. And now Breadman with a huge advantageous position. Look at this momentum, but there's a lot of gray health. He could stage a comeback. Up 1 whiff. Too late to whiff punish with the heat smash. Qudan's gets clipped. Breadman staying really composed there, even after getting hell swept multiple times. In Season 2, it's never really over. It can look super ugly, but you can mount a huge comeback. Qudan's wave dashing in, but doesn't commit to the mix-up. DF4-4. Back 1+2. Parry whiff, but no whiff punish. He's blocking the low, but he's not responding right away in case Leroy tries to parry right after. Counter hit back 1+2. Up 1. Heat bursted by Breadman. Heat burst between the string. Down 4-2. No whiff punish. Dive kick is good. Forward 4 to catch the get up. Heat dash off Morning Crow 2-2. Homing option. Sidestep 3+4. Qudan's trying to backdash out of trouble. Back forward 2. No, it traded. So Breadman thought he could get a follow. I went too far back. Breadman thought he could get a follow-up here. Because they traded, right? But he traded with Laser Scraper, and Devil Jin recovered in time. So no such luck, and a simple punish by Qudan's. 2-2. Alright. Again, watch what Qudan's is choosing to do to try to find his openings. 1-1-2 after a simple block punish. Or 1-1-2 as a simple block punish. He's just chilling, creating space, and at that space, up 1 is a threat. So Leroy's just blocking, so Qudan's can try to wave dash in. Nice block in the second one. Wave dash down back 2. Back 1+2. He tries it down 4-2, but gets power crushed by the heat burst. Counter hit low. Heat burst off. Even though Devil Jin jumps in the air, he was not airborne yet, so the low counter hit him. Hell sweep right away. Spike, guaranteed follow-up. He stayed down so he gets steel pedaled again. Hell swept again. Remember, he got his hell sweeps blocked in the first game. He doesn't care. Does 2 in a row. It's a true 50-50. He's getting clipped by the lows. Challenges back to stop Breadman's momentum. 7 seconds. Qudan's. He gets poked. He lost the lead. Nice keep out by Breadman and nice composure to block the Rage Art. Tons of gray health could have been healed there, but neither could commit to too many attacks because of the Rage Art threat. So Breadman ties it up. And keep in mind, even though Qudan's is landing successful hell sweeps, the game isn't over. So if you're playing against the Devil Jin, you're not doomed because you took a hell sweep, right? You have to keep playing the game. You still have HP. I'm not European. You still have HP. You're still in the game. It's important to keep fighting until you actually get KO'd, right? Qudan's, he lost the heat engage first interaction, but now after a successful laser scraper and hell sweep, he's in the lead. The game is so volatile now, you cannot give up at any point. Up one. Guard break high. He's out of heat, so he goes for the plus frame mid and counter hit steel pedal. Cycling the counter hits, cycling the hell sweep mixes, putting a few electrics in now and then. Wave dash, nothing, then goes for the counter hit. Part of what makes a Mishima so scary is that the wave dash is non-committal. He doesn't have to attack out of it. So every time he wave dashes, he's creating a fear response, or like, not necessarily a fear response, but like he's triggering a potential reaction in the opponent. They're dealing with the threat of a mix-up, and then suddenly deciding, oh, I need to play the rest of the game because no mix-up came. That's the power of the Mishima crouch dash. Sometimes there's a mix, sometimes there's not, and if you retaliate at the wrong time, he could just put out a safe counter hit launching mid. While I was yapping about all that, Qudan's was getting blown up this round off of the low cane from Leroy, down 2 to finish. So Devil Jin on the back foot, he has the power crush, he has the dive kick, but aside from that, he's going to have to rely on just movement and defense to create his next opportunity, right? All of that theory works great if Devil Jin is the one in control. Back forward 2. Right? He's changing it up. A little wave dash into back 1+2. This time, immediate hell sweep gets blocked. But look at this. 53 damage. Sure, the wall gets broken, so he's going to get a bit more. But under most circumstances, he's not going to take that much punishment. Now, Breadman is really optimized. So what should have been just 50 damage is now like 79. Oh my goodness. Heat burst. Nice combo. Oh, drops a bit at the end. Sidewalks to the rear. And again, it's never over. It was looking so ugly, but now Devil Jin's in the lead. Missed while standing 2. Leroy's out of heat. Devil Jin can mix like twice to win. So that's why Breadman is mashing jabs to try and deny the pressure. Too late on the whiff punish. And now he's going to really die here. Well, even if the combo doesn't kill, look at Qudan's burning the timer. This is a fascinating interaction. Look at what happened here, right? Breadman knows he has no heat. He knows the timer's running out. He knows Qudan's can mix him. So he plays the 1-2 from a distance. Single jab, trying to stop the mix. Ducks the high. He had the right idea, but wasn't sharp enough to nail the whiff punish. He was a bit too far. Unfortunate. And that's what the casino gameplay creates. Moments where you feel like you have to interact. Moments where you have to get that punish. And if you're not perfectly on point, it can be disastrous. Breadman figuring it out though, placing a jab and then finding the heat engage. While standing 4 gets sidestepped. Hell sweep gets sidestepped, but he didn't believe it. He couldn't believe it got sidestepped. He wasn't ready to launch it in time. Heat dash, no heat on both sides. Devil Jin losing a lot of potency here. But 1-1-2. Hell sweep number 1. It's only 37 damage. It leaves a lot of gray. Electric whiff punish! Even though the hell sweep isn't enough, he can punish the next mistake. Sidestep 3+4. Counter hit 4 from Hermit. Devil Jin, hard to sidestep off the wall here. Breadman, non-stop offense until he baited the Rage Art. That was very well played by Breadman. Rage Art to secure the kill. Look at this, right? After that whiff punish electric. What a scary position to be in. But Breadman just keeps it tight. Plays his frames really tight. Keeps the pressure up. Slowly chipping away. He doesn't need a big mix-up to kill here. Just trying to catch Qudan's overextending. And with that relentless pressure, baits the Rage Art once again. Super well played by Breadman. 2-2. And they're tied 1-1 in games. Jab float on the Morning Crow Fly. Very important. It denies the mix, but again, Devil Jin cannot get discouraged here. He's taking a big combo. The wall explosion is spent, but after that 56, there's so much gray health left. If he heals all that gray health, it's like he took 2 jabs. Baits the parry, doesn't get anything bigger than just a back 4. Heat burst. Breadman retaliates with his own heat. Dive kick, but he saves his heat dash. Smart. Wave dash threatened, just a simple while standing 4. Up 1, huge duck. Absolutely amazing adaptation from Breadman. Forward, 4, 2. Heat smash, waiting for Qudan's to get up. Goes for the throw, Qudan's breaks it. Uh-oh. Back turn throw. Oh, it didn't catch. Misses the punish. Threatening away that she found the while standing too. Oh my goodness. 6 seconds. The wall splat reduces the damage that the Rage Art is going to do, but Qudan's is still going to heal, and it was a short combo. One mix, hell sweep! Down forward, 1-2, no duck on the second hit because there's a mix-up with the mid. Whiff! Oh! Breadman was playing so solid until he wasn't. Look at this. Look at this play, right? He gets him to the corner. He doesn't rush the Okazemi. A lot of new players, you see them on the ground, they just want to get the hit. Breadman lets Qudan side roll, lets him gets up, and then heat smashes. Huge plus frames, final mix, goes for the throw. Qudan's chills, finds the sidewalk. Clip with back two, and this is where it all goes wrong. A missed punish, but he keeps trying to play the game. It's almost over. While standing two, after all the hell sweeps, he found the mid mix. After the Rage Art, undeterred from before, Qudan's runs the hell sweep once again. Breadman doesn't find the duck. He tries to fight back, but he whiffs from a distance. Qudan's with the health lead just chills out. And I said it was solid until it wasn't. Breadman was actually fine. Like, sometimes you just guess wrong. There's nothing you can do about being wrong about the hell sweep, right? But that whiff didn't need to happen. Yes, he's in hermit stance here. Yes, he tries to keep him out, but he still has 2 seconds. It could be run up, run the low again. Obviously, the read here he's making is that Qudan's will try to secure his health lead by coming in, but Qudan's is staying patient. A tight, painful loss, and Breadman, this is tournament point for Qudan's. 2-1. Breadman needs to get the reset. He doesn't have more games to play with. Unless he wins here, right? 2-1. Big block goes for the power mid over and over. Recognizing that he's done a lot of hell sweep mixing, right? So he can keep it simple now. After breaking the armor with the heat burst, or breaking the parry with the unblockable high, then he finds a hell sweep again. Of course, Breadman finding the max damage for the punish available. That is a PlayStation warning. I think in Asia it's mandatory that they tell you to take a break after a certain amount of time, but that's so distracting. I would hate if that popped up in my game. Low Kane is blocked out of nowhere? Hell sweep gets orbital. Breadman. That was clean. That was clean. He didn't have to make a hard read ducking. He went for a move that would kill on retaliation and beat even a low poke. Right, if Qudan's just did down back 2, it would blow that up too. But the hell sweep takes him to the corner. Counter hit. All permanent damage. We talked about how the gray health matters a lot for Devil Jin, right? So denying that, getting these huge permanent health hits is crucial. 1-1-2. Uh-oh. He stays down because he doesn't want to eat the mix-up and eats the steel pedal. Block. Punish. Oh, he tried to have the built-in punch parry gets thrown. Unbreakable. And a simple forward 2-4 to kill. Qudan's 2 rounds away from potentially winning the tournament. 1-1-2. Well, you've seen the title in the thumbnail by now. If you haven't figured out what this video is about, let's be real. Okay. Plus frame mid. Qudan's backing away, not forcing it. He whiffs a huge forward 4. Laser Scraper. He's changing up his options. Even though he's been succeeding with the wave dash mix, he still has up 1. He still has his power moves. The back 1+2, the down back 2, and the Laser Scraper to stop the side steps. You can't always be the one gambling, right? The point of the mix is either blow up your opponent for, you know, being wrong, but also getting them to just chill out and try to just block, and then you have your other moves, right? He doesn't want to get counter hit. He doesn't want to deal with the mix. There's other ways to win damage, other places to put your opponent's attention. And when you've put your opponent's attention somewhere else, they get blown up. Look at this electric, man. He caught the 1-2 from a distance. Remember how Breadman was using 1-2 to deny the hell sweep mix? So Qudan's places the electric such that the 1 jab whiffs, and he intercepts before the second jab can come out. The electric is not the spam move for Devil Jin in this case. The electric is the adjustment to counter hit them for trying to stop you for doing other things. Now he's just chilling. He doesn't need to force the damage. He finds the up 1. This is potentially tournament point. No, it is tournament point. That's how it works. It's just tournament point if he's about to win. I'm a bit rusty from this commentary thing. My fault, you guys. Strong aerial tailspin over and over, pushing to the wall. Breadman wants to make the most of this heat. Finally, the Devil Jin power crush into the while standing 2. If you tech roll, you're vulnerable to the mix-up. Oh my goodness, 2 successful mixes right away. Psycho Crusher, Heat Smash, Small Punish after blocking the low. Breadman just Heat Dashes to get as much HP back as he can. Wave dash, delay, hell sweep. Breadman is out of time. Nice block on the down back 2. Counter hit is huge. It's not over. You can't stop playing the game. 1-1 gets ducked. Oh, counter hit down forward 2, and Qudan takes the STL Grand Final with Devil Jin. We pointed it out. The persistence of his mix-ups were so crucial. And this is so awesome. People on Twitter, on the internet, on Twitch chats love to talk and yap and chat about how Qudans can't win with Devil Jin. Devil Jin needs buffs. Devil Jin is terrible. And look right here. Sure, to be fair, Heihachi was played in a lot of the Grand Final. Or in a lot of the top 8. But the Grand Final was won with Devil Jin. And people in Korea know how to fight against Devil Jin. I can't speak Korean, so I can't translate what he says here. So instead, I'll highlight this last round. Look at what happened here. Look at how Breadman lost. Look at how Breadman lost. Power Crush, he tech rolls. Or no, he doesn't tech roll. He just gets up to play the game again while standing 2 and he ducks, right? It's a mix-up situation. Qudans drops the combo, right? So Breadman's like, oh, maybe I can play again. Hell sweep as soon as he tries to backdash out of range. This is how you have to play Devil Jin. He's a casino character. You cannot deny it. You must embrace it. Psycho Crusher plus frames. Down back 2 gets blocked. Undeterred, right? Breadman fighting back. Could have punished that back 1+2, but off of this delay, right? Breadman can't swing for free. He just got electric. He keeps getting counter hit launched. So he hesitates on the wave dash mix. And then he eats the hell sweep on a different timing. This is Devil Jin. And Qudans has figured it out. He's embraced it. And the results speak for themselves. Look at this. Even at the end here. 1-1 ducked. Breadman trying his best to stop the mix-up. Poking. And then he gets counter hit by down forward 2. Guaranteed follow-up here. A masterclass. Qudans has showed us that Devil Jin can do it. Now, I'm not a Devil Jin expert, and in fact, for this video, I consulted Momo-Dog. I'll link his YouTube below. He is a German Devil Jin player, probably one of the most knowledgeable people about Devil Jin on the planet, right? He's played with Ni, he's played with Qudans, they've shared information, and Momo-Dog is respected across the world for his Devil Jin. So I'll link his content below. He helped me with this video and with this analysis, so thank you so much to him. And congratulations to Qudans for bringing it back with Devil Jin. Hopefully, he finds a qualification for the EWC, and hopefully he finds more success in this Tekken World Tour. It's great to see him back in his character. I know there's tons of complaints about Tekken 8 and the way it plays. I myself am not the biggest fan of the casino gameplay, but undeniably, to see a legend adapt to the new game, they completely murdered his character. And he still figured it out. To me, regardless of the state of the game and what we think, that is commendable. And if you speak Korean, let me know what he said in the comments. I'll link this video as well, this VOD below. Let me know what Qudan said. I would love to see what he said at the end of this match. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments if you did. I appreciate you guys who give me this much support, who let me keep doing what I'm doing. I have a lot of gratitude. So, like and comment if you made it this far. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.